Hi, welcome back, how are you? So, the Enfield Classic 350 WarHorse. So we had some idling problems with the bike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through, I've got a few phone clips I took in the garage. So what the bike's been doing is it's gradually been getting worse at idling. To the state that it wouldn't start easily without holding the throttle open, and you had to hold it till you drove away, if you know what I mean. And then at the next junction you had to still hold the throttle a bit or it would cut out. Now the diagnosis that happened before when it did that was the valves were too tight. So that was my first port of call, check the valves. And the clearance is absolutely spot on. 0.08 intake, 0.18 millimeter exhaust. And remember, I had accidentally I set the exhaust at 0.08 too tight, and it was still idle once the engine was warm, but when it was cold it wouldn't. So anyway, that eliminated that, because I was starting to think, oh, what's wrong? If I damaged valve seats in the past doing that, and I don't know. But anyway, that's okay. So that was that first thing done. Next thing was check the relays below the metal right hand round panel. I can't remember off the top of my head what each relay does, but you'll see in the film all three of the relays together, there's one below them, that's the starter one, I know that. All three were faulty, weren't working. Yeah, everything was working, the lights worked, the indicators worked, everything. So work that one out. Anyway, so I have spare relays because remember I bought new ones. Now they were new relays, I replaced them. So they were brand new Hitchcock's relays, and I bought them I think when I got the Hemi. So how have they piled in? Weird, eh? So that got me wondering, oh, what's going wrong here? So did that. Next I plugged in the OBD reader. No faults. No faults whatsoever, no orange engine management light coming on or anything. So everything should be fine, but it's still cutting out. So I mentioned all this riding home from work one day last week when I was on my split shifts for the Scottish Open golf. And subscriber friend Lance, hi Lance, did say you can adjust your idle on the throttle. So I started adjusting the throttle, and I've managed to bring the revs up. So I thought it can't be that. Just check in case there's a car flying along there. It can't be that. But it can be. So I'll just pull up here and let it idle and let you hear it. It started tonight, stone cold, fine. The revs were idling low like it does when it's, you know, it's just boop, 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 really low. It's actually idling a little bit higher now than when it started. I'll stop here in the sun and do a wee walk around. It's been a lovely summer afternoon and evening. Look how brown that wheat. It's going to be a mad harvest this year with the dryness. beautiful, isn't it? Grey squirrel. Stop down here in the sun. So, yeah, so what I did is I adjusted the cable out at the top, you know, the 8mm spanner you use on there, undo the lock nut, just adjust it, and I got the idle sitting. Red lights went off because the idle's picked up a bit, so it's charging everything. I thought, right, that's fine. Been out the last couple of evenings, started it stone cold and it fires up. All good. So, where are we at? Well, that's beautiful. It's a wee bit hazy. But it's an east wind, it'll be a little bit hazy tomorrow again and it'll burn off. Now look at that, it's still green, isn't it? Where did I get my interest in farming from when I'm not a farmer? Well, it's because I worked at Whitekirk. They were farmers who built the golf course, and then you got kind of roped into doing overtime. Well, you got offered it, and it was good money, really good money, good fun as well. So you learn a lot. You know, you went out with them in the morning and they're doing the sampling of the grain in the grinder at the turn, and yeah, but watch Harry's Farm on YouTube. You'll learn a lot. It's quite a good channel. He's got some cool cars. Harry's Garage is his sister channel as such. So there you go. So what I did do was adjust up 12mm spanner, adjusted that up 2 or 3mm, and then just fine tuned it up at the top. But it seems to be running okay. Now, how can a throttle cable stretch that far? Can it be the outer cable, right? Just for holding it a lot, often full. The really hot weather, can an outer cable compress just a little bit? And or can an inner cable stretch? Because I was thinking, oh, is it maybe stretching because it's fraying at one end or the other? But they seem to both be okay. I had a look. Is there a bit in this? Hold on. Is there a bit in this which is like the circle for the cable holder? Is it stretched? I don't know. It's like a quick action throttle now, isn't it? Because I've timed it. There you go. Battery light out. It's all running as it should. No, so happy days. Why though did those 3 relays blow? Now there is, this here is one of the sensors. That'd be worth disconnecting and cleaning the connection in there. So I've had this off before, unscrewed this and took it out. Now I've sprayed it all, that's the other thing, when it was sitting idling, I sprayed all this with brake cleaner, which works like a carb, like an easy start, and the resonant pick up, so it's not drawing air, which it will, you know, if it's drawing air through here, through the manifold, the revs will pick up naturally. Oh, first of all, actually, first, when I did tap it, took the plug out, you'll see the plug is tan grey, the absolute perfect colour. Well, my red and chrome classic, which is running a bit lean, is pretty white, which this used to be. I know I've got the X-Lite to put on that bike. But yeah, that's where we're at. So, it must be the throttle cable that's stretched somehow. I mean, that used to be an MOT fail. If you turn the handlebars, you hear that how it's picking up just slightly. But that seemed to fast MOT okay. So, remember that's a longer throttle cable that I got with those bars, because they're the touring bars. I've just added that crossbar which was on my old bars. So I fixed it, and I'm not sure what I've done to fix it, if you know what I mean. I don't really know. I know it needs an oil change. It's still quite clean though, but it's due now. It's down 6,000 miles. I'll probably do it this weekend. I'm on dog sitting duty this weekend. G's on night shift, so I can't actually make noise during the day, but I can drop the oil out at night. If it's not that good of weather, I'll doubt it'll be out anyway. I'll just be in the garage. But listen to that. Can't fault that, eh? So there you go, folks. Let's go a wee run on it anyway, because it's a beautiful evening. You can feel that camshaft, likes it that when you pull away like that. But I'm not putting one in the scrambler, I'm just leaving it stock engine. Its beauty is its weight loss. You'd think there wasn't another road here, eh? But that goes up to, that's the back road into a farm. And that goes down to what was a level crossing, which is now a pedestrian footbridge. So that's Stenton crossing, it's known as. There you go. I've changed the front tyre tonight on the Hemi, so it's got the TKC 80 tyre. That was 96 quid. Everything's just going up in price now. But that's it, that bike's now as good as finished. I've got the grips to change for the longer heated grips. But I'm going to do the tappets, and when I've got the tank off, to change the cabling to cable tie on the centre of frame. I'll do the tappets then, do like all those jobs in one go. It doesn't really need an oil change yet, but with what's on the clock I can do it, and it just adds, you know, it just comes up right on the clock time. So that's where we're at. All good. In some ways this bike is my cruiser, like my Meteor. This is just the cruising along one. It is now that I've got that scrambler. Right, Georgian style house, that farmhouse. Good view out it though. That was a rat! You dirty rat! I think there's a bigger rat population than folk realise. I know there's a lot of rats in the town, in towns, but there's a lot obviously and just in the wild, not just on the farm buildings, but out and about. So let's think, let's just go on a loop round. Isn't it beautiful? I want to just get out in the evenings and coming home from work, round all these roads and just capture the harvest scenery. If it's sunny, I'll be away up here on the way home. But like today, I did a detour home on the Hemi, just doing some different roads than I usually do. Just 2 films this week, Monday and Friday. I'm trying to take a chill pill with the filming a bit. What we'll do is we'll just go round in a loop. Oops. A different handle on this to the Hemi. We'll go back along that dirt track and that'll finish our film. So tomorrow night, I'll actually have a film up for the weekend, because tomorrow night I'm going to go down to Berwickshire, go to see G's dad. She'll be down in the car earlier than me, so I'll probably will take the Hemi, because I've got the new tyre on the front, which I need to ride to work gingerly, take my time, scrub it in a bit. Tomorrow, likewise, we're taking it down to other side of Eyemouth. Yeah, beautiful golden fields, folks. Look at that. Look at that light. There's your thumbnail right there. So you could be cheeky and zoom through the estate there, but I don't know where it goes, so I'd rather have cycled it first. There you go. Beautiful, eh? These are all wheat fields here, but some of the wheat's going to be quite early this year. That's barley in there. So, yeah, the idling. So there's a couple of sensors on this. If you Google it all, why does my Classic 350 not, or J series, if you actually write J series, you'll not bring up info for the Indian 350 Classic, which is the EFI, the older one. But it tells you about all the sensors that it has. There's a throttle, temperature sensor and everything. Listen to that, eh? It's brilliant. I've got a front disc to change on the Scrambler 350. These are all the jobs I'm going to do this weekend. To be warm, so I'll not be out during the day with Murphy, just be a wee short morning walk and an evening walk possibly. And I'm going to have a kind of weekend at home tinkering. That's the plan. Oh, it's bumpy. And in time I'm going to actually do what I've done to the Scrambler over this bike, as in mod the forks, put new oil in them, pay attention what the oil colour is like in this, and they'll thank me for it. But no shame to this, 26,000 miles, original fork oil, and they're no leaking or anything. Back shocks as well are a bit sort of soft, but they don't leak. So as a off-the-shelf bike, just to run and run and run, you take a bit beating. Look at that light, isn't that beautiful? Shadow biker with me? Haha! Cool! I'm sure the bin lorry comes along this road. It's not really, it's a public access road, but it's not a public road, it's an estate road. There's quite a few folks seem to use it, so I don't worry anymore about these sort of places. A lot of worse things going on in the world than somebody out having fun on their bike. Okay everyone, thank you as always for watching. Comment, subscribe, come and say hello, and I'll get back to you as always. I enjoy a bit chat with folk. We'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye for now.